Hello, wonderful viewers. It's Arceus Rules here, and I'm back again with a seasonal anime opening discussion for summer 2019 season. And I am joined by one of my fellow anime buddies, Irvin, or aka also known as Otaku RNR. Introduce yourself, Irvin.
Hey guys, yeah, this is Irvin. I'm from my channel Otaku R, which really means Otaku reviews and reactions. But yeah, thanks for having me here, man.
Of course, I really wanted someone to do this with, and since we've been, doing collabs lately, I thought, why not bring in Irvin,
Yeah, might as well.
Now, before I start this off, I know you're all probably thinking, hey, Arceus, aren't you on hiatus? Well, this is going to be my last official video, and why not do it with a collab, like I said with Irvin here, and I appreciate you coming on here, Irvin. It means a lot.
Yeah, man, I really like doing videos like this, and I love just talking about anime.
Yeah.
I just got off a live stream on my channel talking about anime on Minecraft, but yeah, it's just fun to talk about what's going on in the season and what to watch.
Hey, what's up, Amazing Septile? What the heck? You're up in this hour? Jeez, Arceus. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Alright, so, let's get started. Okay, so, Dr. Stone. So, pulling up Dr. Stone's anime opening over here. By the way, I do gotta say, yeah, I got it on mute, good. I gotta say, I really do love, Dr. Stone's anime opening when it first starts out with the world, and it's, kind of like the sun's horizon and everything, just kind of shining over the world and everything. It's really cool. And then, I gotta say, it definitely takes its pace throughout this anime opening, kind of introducing the characters and everything. And, it definitely goes with the style of the show. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Actually, can you share that on the Hangout so I can see it myself? That way we don't have to be watching it in two separate times.
Yeah, let me see.
You just share the screen.
Yeah. Oh, I can only show OBS's camera or this, I think.
Oh.
Let's see. Yo, Gurren Lagann is beautiful and worth watching. Also, oh yeah. I recommended Amazing Septile here, Gurren Lagann. I've only seen 3 episodes of it, but I definitely need to finish it. Yeah, it really is a good series.
It is, yeah.
Let's see. But I gotta say, my favorite part is of the anime opening is when it shows the little nitric acid drop, in the little puddle, and then it introduces like all the characters like Kohaku, the blonde-haired chick, and it's like "Good morning, world" and everything. I think it's just really cool. Like it's just kind of expressing the real the world that they need to start up again, and
I like the artistic side that it takes. That it really goes from dark to like a very dark beginning to a very bright, and then back to dark, and then back to bright, and then some comical. Because that's how the anime is. There's some episodes and part of the episodes that are very dark, but then there's parts that are very funny. And I think the opening does a great job on this one, at least, to show that. There's times in the opening where you see that they're very dark and you're kind of wondering what the heck is going on. But then there's other times that you can see the goofiness of the characters.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you see on the screen right now. I think the YouTube caught up to it, but from one of my best friends has been reading the manga, and apparently, this really isn't a spoiler, but the guy next to Senku right here, that's crossed over, if you see on the screen, apparently his name is Crom, and he wants to be, a really, like, he's really infatuated with science just like Senku, and apparently becomes Senku's, buddy, like, not really replacing Taiju, but apparently I heard that he's a really fun character, and that a lot of people can't wait for him to be introduced. I'm not sure if he's been introduced in the latest episode, but...
He has not, no. Actually, the one that was introduced and she kind of was already introduced in the 5th episode, was the girl. You can see her in seconds 59 or at 1 minute.
Yeah.
Jumping. If you move that screen to that 1 minute mark, you can see that girl. She was introduced this past episode, and she looks like she's in love, or at least really likes Senku. So
yeah. Yeah, her. I paused it at the anime opening, but yeah, her. Yeah, I've gone a lot of how should I say? I've gone a lot of like YouTube videos talking about how she's best girl and everything.
Yeah, I don't know if she's best girl of the season.
Oh no.
She definitely is a character that I think I'm gonna like. We don't know much about her. We really don't know. What they kind of hinted in this episode. So I guess there's some spoilers alert here. What they hinted in this episode was that she might not be from the people that were made into stone, but actually it's a second generation of people that woke up long before.
I'm not gonna tell you what happened because I told my friend he could spoil a little bit for me, but I know what happened. But I guess you could say you're a little bit on the right track, kind of. Yeah, I think you'll find out later. But yeah, I started reading the manga just because I gotta be honest. I gotta be upfront with you guys. I think the manga really is a lot better than how the anime is. I know a lot of people may disagree with me, but the anime is really, really slow. And I understand why, but, at least when you read the manga, you know that you can, go through chapters, and I can definitely see that they're trying to capture every moment from the manga, which I definitely love from this anime, because a lot of animes don't do that. They skip a lot of scenes, and it's really surprising to see when I went back reading chapters 1 through 15, which cover, I think, episodes 1 through 5. It's really interesting to see that they really got it from panel to panel. It's really impressive.
Yeah.
But
I know that's one of the things they've been really pursuing lately, with at least this anime. But anyways, I think they've done a great job. I do agree though, it is kind of slow at times, and I wish it would be faster. But at the same time, I think they're trying to milk it as much as possible.
Yeah. But before I move on, I just gotta say, I really love this part of the opening. When it's like, Ohio, Sekai, good morning, world. And it shows all the characters that'll be introduced soon and everything. It just feels like a really good way, of all the transitions. Like, I love how, the Kohaku was, kind of flipping in the air and everything. And then it showed, these two guys that Senku's going to meet up with soon, with the little sticks and everything. Just it's really, really cool. I really like that type of stuff in anime.
Yeah.
But any final thoughts before we move on to the next opening?
No. I think it's probably, this anime, probably season-wise, is going to be one of the favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it is slow, it's still pretty good. Oh my gosh, how many tabs do you have open, dude?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm actually reading a new manga, actually. It's actually really funny. It's a harem that actually is completed in 40 chapters, so, yeah.
40 chapters?
Yeah.
A harem?
Yeah, it's actually really cool. Long story short, this guy, he has a cousin and a childhood friend, and basically, after fan service scenes, the childhood friend and the main character's daughter from the future comes into the present, and he's like, you need to marry her. Like, something messes up in the future and everything, so you got to make sure you marry her. And then at the end of chapter 1, it shows the guy and his cousin's daughter from another future is like, no, you got to marry her and everything. And it's, oh my gosh, it's like a little sci-fi element into it, and it's actually really funny. I really like it.
Cool.
But yeah, and it needs an anime adaptation. It's really funny. But anyway, moving on. I'm sorry, I have not really caught up on Don Machi Season 2, so I'm going to kind of skip that unless you have anything to say on it, Irvin.
No, it's doing fine as an anime. I haven't watched the latest episode, but what I've seen so far, it's a fine sequel. I wish it was better. Okay, next one.
Let me catch up to the comments. Also, I'm watching Hunter x Hunter. It's weird, but looks promising. Yeah, I only caught the end of Hunter x Hunter on Toonami, and
That's a big commitment.
Why?
That's a big commitment.
Oh, it is. It is. Oh well, good old fan service. Oh gosh, but yeah, Don Maji's okay. I saw the movie in theaters, and it made me want to check out the series, but not really finish it. Honestly, it's okay. It's just another easy kai, but all right, going on to Fire Force right now. Now, I'm going to say this again, but a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on this, but I've seen 5 episodes of Dr. Stone compared to Fire Force's 2 episodes I've seen, and I just like Fire Force a lot better. I really do.
See, I'm in the complete opposite. I like Fire Force too, and I like the whole mystery and the whole demon type of aspect to it. But I myself think that they both kind of have the same thing. They slow down, and I just wished it would speed up more. Because even the good parts, I kind of feel like I'm bored. And,
Yeah.
I've only seen 4 episodes on Fire Force, but
Yeah.
still.
Well, I really like Fire Force, especially because I'm keeping up with the dub on Toonami, and I love Shinra. Like, I really love him as a character, and episode 2 made me love the cast a lot more, just because, like, this one line Shinra said at the beginning of episode 2, with Arthur and everything, and he's like, see, like, all these girls like the popular guy, just like this guy, and then he stares at the viewers and he's like, you see, I'm the complete opposite. Why don't people like me? Like, the cool main character dude and everything. And I just love how he stared at the screen and said that. I was like, dude, you're like the best character of the show. But
Now, I will say this opening though.
Oh.
It's pretty cool.
This opening is freaking amazing. I don't think it's really catchy, but the visuals, it's probably the best opening for visuals, like, this whole season.
Visually wise, it's very attractive. It catches your eye. I'm watching it right now on my screen without the sound, and just without the sound, it's great. Now, I do agree with you. The song itself sucks, and they probably should have gone with something better, but the visuals are just amazing, and I will appreciate that they did a good job, at least in that portion.
Now here, I'm gonna stop at this at our nun character right here, Iris. All right. Now, I gotta say that it's really interesting how they incorporated religion into this, and especially into the opening where it's showing them fight, but also kind of showing this cathedral, church and everything, and how they both tie together. But where everything kind of goes down in the opening, I gotta say it's trying to think. It's around 50. It's around 53 seconds where the Matchbox and Shinra jump down into the fire truck, and then they're fighting this huge monster. And it's really cool. And the truck's flying in the air and everything. It's just so cool. And oh my gosh, I'm just really, really amazed when I first saw this, and just the explosion in the background, directed by Michael Bay. I just freaking love it. I really love the visuals. That's really all to be said about this. It's just the visuals are just amazing, and I think it's gotten top visual wise of the season of anime openings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say, Irvin?
No. I mean, I agree. It's probably one of the most visual pleasing, music wise. Probably the suckiest one. Um, but yeah, visuals are great. This one did a good job with the animation, and that happens. There's obviously the production team sometimes will focus on one area, and lately, at least in the shonen aspect of anime, they've been kind of focusing a lot on better animation.
Yeah.
And Black Clover has shown better animation, and you get the Dragon Ball Super and One Piece and all these other ones that have been running for a while. They're also improving their animation as well. So now it's a bigger deal for them to have good animation. So, anyways, I will say that's probably what's going on here. But at the same time, when you focus on one thing and you let the other thing, like the soundtrack, be a disaster, then you can also, not appreciate so much the opening.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so moving on to Vinland Saga. So, this may be an anime I might check out when it's fully done, but history and mech animes really are two animes I really don't are fond of, honestly. So, Vinland Saga really hasn't got my attention, especially when they released.
I'm not into mecha anime. Vinland Saga itself, today is kind of a history based. Some history anime I like if they kind of go to the comedy or very gory aspect of anime. But if they go to just straight up story and history, that bores me sometimes.
Yeah. There's one particular scene I gotta say I really love. And it's the scene where Thorfinn, I think that's the name of the main character, it's like it shows this panning shot of him on the ship, and the music is just freaking amazing. I just freaking love it. And it's just, I don't know, I can feel the hype, and I can see why a lot of people love Vinland Saga, especially since it's a long running manga. And yeah,
it's a promising one. The only thing is that I don't think it's airing anywhere legally.
Yeah, that's right. That's another reason why I can't really watch it.
Yeah, so I mean, I can technically watch it in Kiss Anime, but that's not a legal site, and
you don't want viruses.
Yeah, I don't want viruses, so that's what it falls to. But I don't know if this one might be owned under Netflix. That's what happens sometimes. Some of these bigger animes, Netflix buys them, and then they end up being aired so late.
They bought another anime that we'll talk about a little later, as you know.
Yes. I think I know where you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm not about it, but anyways.
Well, okay, so I'm sorry I'm making Vinland Saga short, but honestly, we got a lot of anime openings, and Vinland Saga really wasn't the best one in my opinion.
Yeah.
But one of I gotta say, these two upcoming, I'm pretty sure, the next two are probably the two catchiest openings, and honestly, if Dr. Stone and Fire Force, if Dr. Stone and Fire Force weren't in the running, I gotta say these would probably be the two best openings of the season, at least to me. Especially, these definitely are the most catchiest, even surpassing Dr. Stone and Fire Force. But Arifureta definitely does not have the animation. One thing, I've always loved English anime openings, especially like Goblin Slayer and everything, but Arifureta definitely nails it. Especially if, you know what? We are going to slow this down. We're going to put it on at 0.25 speed. There we go. But one thing I actually found out from a YouTuber is that there are two things that happen in the opening when you and it goes by pretty fast, so you don't really see it. But So you see the main character, like when the letters go by, the kanji goes by and everything, you see the main character actually punching one of the kanjis and everything, and it breaks, which is kind of funny, honestly.
Yeah.
And then a couple more kanjis come by, and then you see the main girl getting crucified on another kanji.
What?
Yeah. I'm not sure if you see this.
I'm seeing that right now.
He's punching the kanji, if you see on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube right now. And then you'll see later that the main girl is crucified on another kanji. Do you see?
Yeah.
It's kind of funny. I gotta be honest, it's actually kind of like really stupidly, ridiculously funny. Yeah, those three words combined. But I gotta say, I really liked, I like the little diagonal shot you'll eventually guys see with the main character and then the... I know I did a reaction to this, episode 5, and I gotta be honest, episode 5 had so much nudity, I really got pissed off at the episode. I gotta say, I'm actually, I'm quite enjoying this besides the fan service. I know a lot of people don't really like this anime that much, and I can totally understand that. But,
I'm actually enjoying this one more than Fire Force, to be honest.
What?
I think it has a dark side to it. It also has, obviously the edgy side to it that we can do without.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's just something about it. It reminds me a lot of Is it wrong to pick up a girl? Is it wrong to pick up a girl in a dungeon? Is that the name of it?
Yeah. Is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon? Yeah.
Yeah. So it has that feeling with a mixture of maybe Goblin Slayer. So it kind of has the edginess and comedy from one, but it also has the darkness of Goblin Slayer.
It kind of has the darkness of Shield Hero, but Shield Hero was more dark than this. But you had that betraying thing again,
Yeah. I guess it's kind of like a bootlegged Shield Hero.
From one of my friends who used to read lots of web novels and light novels and manga, and he's told me, like, I remember spring season, I was showing him the upcoming summer season, I was like, hey, look, Arifureta's getting an adaptation. I had no idea what that was, but I asked him, and he was like, and I told him, I was like, is this better than Shield Hero? And he says something like, well, he's like, he personally thought it basically, was Shield Hero. Like, it starts off really good, but then it just drifts off into, like, I watched 19 episodes of Shield Hero, and I definitely am going to finish it one day, whenever, probably a seasonal of animes that don't have a lot of stuff in it. I got 6 episodes left, but after, like, Shield Hero, like, after the first arc, after the first 12 episodes, you could definitely feel like Shield Hero was just not the same anymore. It didn't really care, like, he really didn't care that, he was getting betrayed, and he just knocked it off. But at the beginning of the series, he was like, I'm gonna get everyone back, like, I'm gonna do all this, and it just looks like he doesn't care anymore, at least into my opinion. But
yeah, I agree. I haven't finished Shield Hero either. I was reacting to it, and then I go behind, and I think I'm also like 5 or 6 episodes from finishing it.
A lot of my friends, or a lot of anime YouTubers I'm subscribed to, dropped it after, like, the first arc, like, after first 12 episodes. Some of them dropped it after 6, some dropped after 3, and they are glad that they did, because apparently, like, I mean, like, I'm at the fight scene, I'm not sure, I'm, like, at the fight scene with the little priest or the pope, kind of, like, I literally stopped right there. It just, like, the couple of episodes beside that, he was like, hey, let's team up and everything, and the guy's like, I don't need your, like, Shield Hero's like, I don't need your help and everything, like, I'm powerful, I got Raftalia and Philo, and...
Yeah, that whole drama was kind of stupid.
It was just, I didn't feel like, I was obsessed with Shield Hero. I loved episode 1, I remember being obsessed with it, but... Yeah, anyway, moving on to Arifureta's opening. This is definitely my favorite part of the opening, is when it shows, the little cliff and everything. It shows... Here's one thing I hated about Arifureta, and I think I said this in a previous video, But I really don't like that the opening was the only thing that got shown of them getting teleported to a fantasy world. It started off like at chapter 2 or 3 in the manga and whatever chapter in the light novel, but probably like chapter 2 or 3. But apparently, it doesn't show anything in the first like episode or 2 that they got transported. They were already there, and that's what pissed me off because I was excited for this anime because I wanted to see a whole class get teleported, but only the opening showed like a 3-second scene of it, and I didn't really like that. But I really like that in the opening though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you kind of eventually figure it out. But it would have been nice to be kind of...
Be a little unique, you know?
Yeah, you get your heads up that that's what's going on.
Yeah, and then, you know, it kind of just pans or, you know, transitions. I definitely love the little fights that Ari Fureta's been giving us. Even if the CGI for dragons and stuff has been really awful. I don't know. And it's a very catchy opening. I mean, it's like... I gotta look up the lyrics. Like it's really, really good. Like there's this one like, you know, where it's like, you know, it's like you gotta break, show me my fate, and it's like watch me feel up with fire and everything, and it's just really, you know, I don't know. I find that really catchy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I would say though that I think the song is better than Fire Force, but not the visuals. The visuals suck. The animation could have been better on this one.
Definitely. Now, moving on to our next opening, I'm actually behind on this anime, but oh my god, this was the first anime opening I got like that got stuck in my head. And it's I freaking love Dumbell. I really do. I loved watching the sub, but the dub is actually way better. Like, I'm not sure if I told you, but in the dub, instead of, you know, in the sub where she's like, Hibiki, are you growing a little bit and everything? And then in the dub, it's like, Hibiki, you're fat. Like, what's going on? It's really funny. And I love how, you know, in the sub version, you know, every episode it's like, Machio's lesson, like, you know, remember that? Yeah. Well, in the dub version, he's like, "Hello, man, Muscle Bro Machio here," and today, it's just really funny. I really love it. But yeah, I love Dumbell. I love the girls. My favorite girl is actually the girl who's has a muscle fetish. Oh my gosh.
Like the side character, main character.
The student council president girl, and to not be surprised, I kind of like those girls usually. I don't know why, but I like her a lot. I really do. She is just funny. She is really funny, and I just love how excessive she is. She's like, oh my god, muscle.
Wow.
I don't know. It's really funny, and I love how. You know, in the anime opening, you know, Machio's like, Saido Chesto! Every time he transforms from his, you know, his skinny body, and then he takes off his clothes, rips them off. You have anything else to say about it?
I'm not watching this one. I mean, I think I might watch it dubbed once there's more episodes. It's not one that I want to really wait for week by week.
It's definitely not something to worth. Actually, there's only one reason I can say you should wait week by week is that it's something you want. Like, it's definitely not something you should watch weekly. But if you like how should I say? But it doesn't really feel like something you should watch, like a binge watch, because but it definitely makes more sense to binge watch it because it's just like it feels like a comedy anime and you can go episode by episode and stuff like that. Yeah. But weekly, the only thing I can see about that is that you could get bored from binge watching it, and maybe an episode a week is actually maybe a good balance from the seasonal schedule. But I've only seen 3 episodes, as you can see on my anime list right here, and I'm just probably gonna wait till the dub gets completed.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait too. Just I don't know. I did really enjoy the first 2 episodes, but for now, I'm focusing more on some of these other ones that we've been talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not saying it's a bad anime. I would recommend it to a lot of people. It's very comical.
Yeah.
It takes just a whole different perspective on exercise, and I think it's, I don't know, it's important to just have a fun side to that.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's the guilty pleasure of the season.
Yeah. You can consider it a guilty pleasure.
Alright, now going on to the Mother Isekai series. Now, there really isn't anything good to really say about the opening, honestly.
Yeah.
How should I say? There's this one scene in the anime opening where it just shows the mom attacking, and it's like, it just, I don't know what the song's trying to sing, but it's like, dame, like, it just keeps saying the exact same word over and over again, and it's just kind of funny. I'm not sure if you can hear it.
Yeah, I can hear it.
It's actually a lot funnier if you slow it down, but, like, it's just really stupid. Like, that's really the only best part, I think, honestly. It's just really, really stupid, but there really isn't anything to say about this opening, like I stated. I mean, that's really the only part I really liked, was when, it just showed all the characters, and then the facial reactions to all the characters right here when they see, especially the main character's face, after he sees his mom, just beating all these, monsters up. He just has his mouth open like, we're useless. Like, we're in your party and we're useless. Like, we can't, we have these 3 girls in our party, not counting me and you, and we're just useless.
And this is definitely one of the animes that everyone is kind of enjoying for the most part. I was enjoying it, maybe the first 2 episodes, and after that, I just got tired of it. It is kind of more of a guilty pleasure, I think, as well.
Oh my gosh.
Because it has a lot of etchiness to it, to be honest. And I think the whole fact that they're mother and son has really bothered me quite a bit, which is why I kind of have stopped watching it. But I will say, if you're looking for something that people are talking about and are making memes about, this is the one. This is definitely the one.
I gotta say, the Mother Isekai, I handled episode 2 fairly well. And I'm gonna be honest, I was just sitting here with my laptop open, and I'm like, okay, that's actually kind of funny. But at the same time, I was just so confused, that scene we all know what we're talking about. And if you don't know, you're lucky. You can just imagine, but, there was that scene, and I actually was kind of laughing my butt off, but it just kept going on and on and on, and I was like, okay, I tolerated that. And I know you said you haven't seen episode 3, I don't think. Episode 3 was just this hot spring, and it was just the same gag again, and I just stopped after episode 3. It looks like episode 4 is going to be a non-fan service episode, because it looks like they're going to try to take down the girls, like, the orange hair girl's mom or something, and everything, which I don't mind. But a new episode came out today, so I'm 2 episodes behind on that. But yeah,
well, we'll see if that's actually what happens. That's obviously,
because if it doesn't, I don't know what to say. I know there's this YouTuber that actually showed this anime to her mom, and I actually was cracking up.
I don't know why you would.
Well, it was a female YouTuber showing it to her mom, so maybe if it was the other...
okay.
Yeah, maybe if it was a guy showing it, that'd be weird. But
yeah.
Anyway,
the mom would be like, "Is this the relationship you want with me?"
I just love how the girl, she was saying to her mom says, "Do you like this kind of anime? Like, please tell me you don't." And then it just zooms in. no, Mom, I don't like this anime. I was like, well, what would you say if she wasn't there?
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to Isekai Cheat Magician. And everyone's been making this meme of saying how Isekai Cheat Magician is now the most generic Isekai, even more generic than Kenjin no Mago, or Mago, whatever. And I gotta agree, I never thought there could be something so generic, like even more generic than Kenjin no Mago. And I think I even commented on one of your videos about that, Irvin.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only good thing about this anime opening is kind of the punk rock, like, or well, the little music. It shows it's like this. It kind of sounds like this little Overlord kind of music where it's like I don't know really what you would call that, like type of music. But
yeah, I mean I read the manga, or I read 2 volumes. No, it's not this one. I read some of this manga after I watched the episode. It really does take a good side to isekai. I think the writer himself was trying to take a more, I guess, a different approach on isekai. The problem is that he didn't do the best job on it. That ended up kind of, I don't know.
This is
it does end up feeling like it's just the typical isekai that's trash. That's basically what it ends up like.
As you can see on screen, I've seen 2 episodes of this, and I don't think I'm going to complete this. I really think this is going to be on my drop list. There's only one reason why I actually like this, or I would actually continue watching this, and it's the blonde-haired chick. I freaking love her as a character. And I'm glad that, like, I felt like she was going to be the one that would be nuded a lot, but instead it's like the short hair girl with the brown, or short hair girl. And I just love how the blonde haired chick, like, she's like, like the princess, or like she's like, I don't know, she's like really like, high up in there with the guild master guy. And I like how she takes everything seriously, and she's very impressed with the main character's childhood friend, and it doesn't look like she's developing feelings for him. And I just loved how she was laughing. I think you remember that scene from episode 2, where she was just laughing because they were all saying, well, like, the main character kind of has a lot to learn and he's very ignorant. And it was kind of funny when she was just laughing, saying, wow, that's so true. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's promising, but at the same time, I feel like it's probably not going to give us what we want. So, yeah, I'm with you. I'm considering dropping this one as well.
I don't even know what's on my currently watching still. I haven't touched it in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really watched past the 2nd episode, and that's
saying something.
Fine by me for now. I don't know. I don't know what to expect for now.
All right, Irvin. Moving on to probably one of your worst animes this season.
Yeah. See, I read the manga for this one. This is the one I thought you were talking about first.
Okay.
I read the manga for this one before watching the anime, so I kind of knew what it was going to be about.
The manga is so good.
No, it's not.
It's amazing. I don't know why I'm obsessed with Tangina Senpai, and you all know that I've made a 10-minute video about it. I'm not sure if you've seen it, Irvin.
No, I have not. I don't think I've seen that video, no.
I made a 10-minute video about why Tangina Senpai is one of the best animes ever, unsarcastically.
Unsarcastically, oh, that's that.
I'm sorry, but I freaking love this series. Yes, there are 2 problems I can definitely see that it has, that everyone doesn't like it. It's very repetitive. It's literally the exact same thing. Like, she fails at magic, and, then it's fan service. And the second thing, excessive amounts of fan service. I get it. I get why people don't like it.
Huge amounts of fan service.
Yes, huge amounts, yes. I find it hilarious. I have never seen really fan service incorporated in a very funny way. It definitely is repetitive. And there have been, and I'm not even caught up with the recent episode just because, it's very repetitive. And I found it really funny, and it's definitely not a priority I'm gonna watch like every week, but because if I was obsessed with the show, I definitely would be caught up by now. But I hear that they're introducing new characters in the next episode, so I'm really excited for that. And moving on to the opening, I freaking love how she starts off by, with her little, magic stick. She's like, "Ladies and gentlemen." And she's just walking and everything, oh, it's really funny. I love it. If you want to check out more about my thoughts on the opening and stuff, go check out my video. But I've said enough about this series because I've said basically everything I've said in the video. Certain Magical Accelerator. I haven't seen Index. Accelerator's opening is actually not that bad, honestly. It's like one of those, it reminds me of like the Isekai Cheat Magician's opening, where it has that little, techno, kind of like, the little sketchy techno stuff, you know? Yeah. It definitely, and I really do like that about that.
Yeah, well, this is a sequel.
Yeah, I can't really watch it since I haven't seen one episode of Certain Magical Index.
Yeah, and you kind of have to, because if you don't, you're kind of at a loss of what's going on with the characters.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of a have to at this point. I watched one episode and I was very, very lost. And I realized that you do really need to know what's going on with the characters, what's happened to them before that point. So
yeah, I heard that it's like a take.
I would only recommend it to those who've seen the first part.
I heard that it basically is a point of view from Accelerator standpoint of the series.
Sure. I think it does continue the story though.
That's interesting. If I can find it. I gotta say, moving on to Tagi-san, you're definitely gonna love the opening. I can't find, a shot by shot of the opening, but it's so.
And I can tell you why.
It's so beautiful. It's really beautiful. Hold on. No, I don't want. I'm going to mute or disable the display capture for right now, just because I want to see if there's, I don't want them to see if there's, I found it on the legal website.
Yeah.
But I want to check one site that might have it. Let's see. This is it really. The second season, I actually saw a download of it. One of my friends actually downloaded one of the episodes. Let's let him get in trouble for that. But oh my gosh, the opening, from what I remember of it, was so beautiful. I still love the first opening so much. The second opening definitely isn't even it's not even a worse version of it. It's how should I say this? It's just really really good. And I want to pull up this this one part I'm actually talking about right here, because it's just so beautiful, and you just have to see it.
I haven't seen much of it for the same reason. So Netflix took over this anime.
I got it.
Kind of takes away the whole ability for us to watch it until Netflix releases it.
Yeah,
which kind of sucks at this point, but.
I'm just waiting till the YouTube version catches up. It looks like I'm buffering. That sucks. There we go. Do you see it?
Not yet.
There we go. It's buffering.
There you go.
Video output low. Okay, so I'm only gonna put up the audio a little bit, but it's so beautiful. Like this part right here. it's really beautiful. And it kind of captures that same, like music and everything from the first season, but just all the shots, like it's referencing from, other animes and stuff. It's really adorable.
Yeah. This is. I mean, I was really, really expecting this series, and when I realized that we were going to be able to watch it, I was extremely, extremely
like,
mad.
do you see it on YouTube?
What?
Do you see it on YouTube?
No.
Oh, well, okay, just to kind of explain to you what kind of happens in the scene is that... So,
do you mean if I can see it? Yeah, I can see it right now.
Yeah, how Nishikata was spinning Takagi and then dipped her, and then it looked like, they kind of transitioned from, another scene where they were kind of dressing up, like one was the bunny, one was Alice from Alice in Wonderland, and then it showed, like, one of the, like, Dragon Ball... things, where she dressed up as Chichi. It was just really adorable. I really loved it.
yeah, they do a great job. That's actually, I mean, this is probably one of the series that I love the most because it's so, it doesn't need to be focused so much on the etchiness at all. It doesn't. It's just cute.
It really is cute. And as you can see here on my anime list, I actually did see 2 episodes. I might have watched one illegally.
I bet you did.
It's so good. I can't wait, but I promised myself I wouldn't. I would wait till Netflix came out, so that's why I have it there.
Well, but we're probably not going to be able to see it till December or I don't know when.
I know, but I the first episode was just it left off on a cliffhanger, and I had to watch episode 2, so yeah. I don't know. Okay, I can't really talk about this Fate thing, the Lord Elmio files stuff, so...
I don't know much about it either.
Ooh, the daughter one. Ooh, the daughter Demon Lord one. Oh my gosh. Okay, I gotta say, I loved episode 1. I freaking loved it, and this was before I knew about Volume 8. Do you know about Volume 8, Irvin?
No.
Volume 8 shows the cover of the guy from, if it's For My Daughter I Defeated Demon Lord, it shows Dale, it shows the guy in a tuxedo and the girl in a wedding dress.
What?
Yep, it does. And I found that out after I completed episode 1, and I got very uncomfortable. So I just watched episode 2 because I loved episode 1 to death, and episode 2 was just awful. Like, I just could never see these characters in the same again.
I remember thinking it was a great series. I
loved episode 1.
I haven't really watched past episode 1.
I really didn't like episode 2. I don't like how it showed, like, it shows Dale adventuring some more, and then I keep saying La Latina because I keep thinking of Konosuba, Darkness, but her name's like Latina or I don't know what her name is.
Yeah, I mean it's spelled Latina.
Yeah, Latina. There we go.
But I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it.
So you'll see.
I remember seeing it and thinking, I'm pretty sure it's not Latina like a Hispanic girl. But maybe it is. I don't know.
Okay, so you'll see in the image on my anime list these 3 kids, and she befriends some, other kids her age in episode 2. These kids really aren't the nicest people in the world, and Dale still lets her hang out with them, and I hate these kids. They're not necessary. They really aren't, and I just kind of miss, the first episode vibe I got it from it, where he was like, there was only one part of episode 2 I really liked, and it was him, he was like, I gotta go pay bills and go, talk with the congressmen and, the leaders and stuff, but I don't want to, and he starts rolling on the floor like a baby, and it was funny, but it's not enough for me to keep watching it. I know I have it on hold right here. I may give it a chance. I can't see these characters the same again. I really can't. And oh my gosh, I needed to give you that warning. I'm sorry to spoil it, but I needed to give you that warning, dude.
No, you're good. That's something that I might not enjoy. What's the other one that it's probably there on the list? You'll probably see it right now. but I think it's called Demon Retry, and it kind of feels, it has the same
oh my Demon Retry
aspects to it. It feels the same, at least.
Oh my gosh, Demon. We'll get to that. Okay, going on to Hinsuki. Okay, now everyone's gonna hate me for this. Okay, so I loved episode 1. Episode 2 made me hate the show. Episode 2 made me hate the show because the blonde, and I don't even care if I'm spoiling this for you because this really is a spoiler. You just need to know this. In episode 2, it shows the blonde hair little girl saying, hey, I'm gonna be your master and you're my slave, and she just keeps freaking beating. I'm like, oh, this is enough. Like, this is not what I want to see in a harem, you know?
Yeah.
But then I went to the dub version, and I only saw episode 1 in the dub version, and I just was laughing my butt off. So I may give it another try, but if it goes back to that again, which I think it will, I am done. The dub is just hilarious, though. I had to ignore all flaws I saw in episode 1, though. But this wasn't episode 2, where that happened. But I freaking love the opening, where it's like, Daisuki, da-na-na-na-na, Daddy. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna show that right there. But I freaking loved, the little beat starting out with it. But
yeah,
I remember,
it's pretty catchy.
Yeah, it really is. I think this opening definitely deserved at least the song. I think it deserved to be maybe in a better romance anime, not this slave harem nonsense. Because I don't want this opening to be remembered as, hey, remember that harem? I don't know. I don't know. I just remember reading comments about this series, and they're like, this main character deserves better. Like, he doesn't deserve any of these girls. These girls are crazy. And it's really sad because he's all the guy thinks of. Like, it doesn't look like this is going to be a harem that will come to a complete close, like, like Shuffle or Clan or whatever. Like, it feels like this guy's going to, like, because from what I've heard of what goes on later in the manga, or why not, whatever this is, the main character just imagines that his perfect bride is a Cinderella. Like, this girl is perfect. Like, he's just imagining this perfect girl, and he's waiting for this perfect girl to come to him. Like, and it feels like in the first few episodes, he's trying to find it out on his own, but in reality, he's kind of waiting for her to come to him. And if you're doing that, you're not getting anywhere. And that's another reason why I don't really want to feel like I'm watching an anime that doesn't make any progress. But, it has a pretty cool opening. I like how the girls sneak up on him, and it just kind of shows their personalities about how, they're always behind him and he can't escape them. And he's just freaked out by all of them. And there's more girls, as you can see here, so maybe this is going to turn into a 9-some. I don't know. I really don't want to know. but I just want to move on. That's what I want to.
Yeah, let's move on.
Okay, Kanato no Astra, or Lost in Space Astra, whatever. Everyone keeps telling me this is an underrated anime and it's so good. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
I actually have seen a few episodes. It's pretty good. It's kind of a survival, outer space anime.
That's what I heard.
It's good. It's good. You just have to give it a try, really. And I think you wouldn't regret giving it a try.
One thing, I actually was going to check it out. The first episode's an hour long.
Yeah.
I don't have an attention span that long. Like, sometimes that's why I hate movies, unless it's the My Hero Academia movie, because I definitely didn't have a short attention span to that. Like, it's just...
Yeah, it just depends how much time you have. But yeah, it can be pretty lengthy.
Sometimes anime episodes, they can be 24 minutes. I gotta be honest. Episode 5 of Dr. Stone, 24 minutes long. I was like, is this episode over yet? Like, I don't despise Dr. Stone, and I really want to love it. I really do. But it feels like it's so slow, and I hear that it basically gets very interesting when when he's got all his crew together, and that kind of is going to be happening in the next arc, like episode 13, 14, like if you add up the chapters. And I'm like, do I really want to wait that long? Like, I don't know, you know? And I didn't like how, like, I mean, I definitely had to explain. It had to explain how Senku woke up and everything. And I'm not criticizing it for that, but I felt like it was a little bit boring. It was like, it was the same jokes with the monkey. Hey, it's a shiny monkey. Like, how can they talk? Do you know how they can talk? The monkeys can talk?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that, but anything else you have to say about Astra or Kanata no Astra?
No, I would say just give it a try.
Does it have a memorable opening?
No, I wouldn't say it does.
Alright. Okay, well, moving on to the O Maidens and Savage Season, or whatever it's called. Okay. I've got to say, I really had high hopes for this, and a lot of people love it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I really don't like this. The animation, I don't like it, and that's one reason why I'm avoiding it, is because I don't like the animation.
Huh.
It definitely looks like it has a great premise about these girls, and, and adult, I'm not going to say the word, but you know what I'm thinking of, like adult, mature life of what couples do.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it explores those genders and other ualities. I'm gonna say ualities because I'm not saying the word. In different ways, and I think a lot of people love it. I definitely don't have a problem with it. The animation really doesn't, like, I don't like it. I just can't watch it. I really don't like it. I got through like one episode, and I just think there's better. I think there's better.
Yeah, there is. There really is. I agree.
Anything you gotta say about it? Because I don't even remember the opening, and I really don't want to.
No, we can skip it.
Alright. Oh, Mao Sama Retry, or Demon Retry, or whatever.
There we go.
Okay. So, I love the first episode of the Demon Daughter anime, like when we went to that, more than Mao Sama Retry. Mao Sama Retry is like Overlord, and what's that other anime? It's like Overlord. What's that isekai where like this guy, like, slime, because there's a lot of girls he picks up throughout the series. I feel like it wasn't slime though. I feel like it was another isekai. That
you're not thinking of that time I was reincarnated as slime, right?
I just said that, but I'm there's like an isekai where this guy recruits so many girls. Yeah, it's slime. It was slime. Yeah, because isn't this guy trying to build a nation as well?
Yeah, in some way.
It was slime. All I know is that you can see I watched 2 episodes of this. I give almost every anime season in the, like, you know, every season in anime, no matter how busy I am, at least like 1 to 2 episodes. Sometimes I get to 4, sometimes I get to 6, and I have to drop them just because they get so boring, and I'm like, why did I get this far? I should have dropped that, or I should have stopped after 2, but sometimes I'm like, is it going to go anywhere? And it doesn't, so. But all I gotta say is that episode 1 was pretty cute. I hate the guys, you know, squeak, like, his hoarse voice, the main character's hoarse voice in the sub. He's like, hey, we're gonna, like, it's really annoying. It really is. Like, I don't know.
It really is.
Like, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the dub, though. If you watch the sub, it does better.
Yeah, I don't know. As everyone pointed out, the main girl looks like Rem, and I'm not really up for a ReZero journey, even though I've never really seen ReZero. I don't know. And then I saw episode 2, and I tried 3. I seriously tried 3, and I regretted it. Like, I regretted it. So basically, you'll see that after he recruits, the blonde hair girl, he meets this pink hair girl who is the tsundere and everything, because we need a tsundere in every good isekai, don't we? And she is just so, like, oh my gosh, like, just take a tsundere and multiply it by like 20, maybe 100. She is so annoying. She obviously likes him in the first second, and because of how overpowered he is, but she just plays it off so badly. Like, she's like, putting her clothes on, and the guy, is not even looking. Like, he's just looking, like he's thinking of strategies, and he's looking at his home menu and everything. And he doesn't even turn around, and she's like, "Don't look at me," or maybe you do, but I'll be embarrassed. And it's just like, why? Like, I don't like you. I'm sorry. I hate Mouse Summer Reach. I hate it, and as you can tell, it's on my drop list because I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Do you have anything to say about it?
I guess not. I guess you hate
it. Did I just sum it up for you?
Yeah, basically.
I hate it. I despise it. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Abandoned Sacred Beasts. Have not seen it.
I've seen the first 2 episodes. It's pretty good. It's very action based. It's kind of the first episode kind of gives you the entire background story.
Yeah.
To what the premises of the anime is, and essentially is there is these superhumans that were created by the army to be able to defeat a war, and essentially these
the score doesn't show it though.
If they don't actually like cure themselves on time, they can go berserk and they start killing people. So the captain of the super soldiers kind of tells them that if they die, they have to die in the hands of comrades and at the hands of other people. So,
it's by Mappa too. That's really cool.
It's good. You just have to try it.
I don't know. I heard a couple of things. 2 things I want to mention, Irvin. One, I heard that the story gets so bad when the purple hair girl gets introduced, which is in episode 2 or at the end of episode 1 from what I heard. Is that true?
I don't think she was introduced in the first episode.
I know, episode 2, right?
It was probably episode 2, yeah.
I heard I heard that she wasn't a good character and that she ruined the series from a lot of people.
It changes the series. Well, I mean, episode 1 is so different from episode 2 because episode 1, again, it's the background story of what's going on. So you can't really compare them to each other, to be honest.
You're right.
But yeah, I mean, I can see why people may be turned off by it.
And another thing, Irvin, the score doesn't show that it's got promise. It has a 6.95.
It does. It does.
And Malsama Retry has a 6.17. Is it that garbage?
Yeah. So it's better than Demon Retry.
Anything's better than Demon Retry.
I don't know.
Well,
there's bad anime out there.
Yeah, I think we both have the same brain thought, and we're not going to mention it. Anyway, going on to Are You Lost? Question mark. As you can see, I have it on my dropped list. There's one part of the opening I want to point out, but it's only like 3 seconds, and it's the best part of the whole opening, and it's the beginning like 3 seconds when they go oh.
Yep, that's about it.
That's literally the only part that gets me motivated is when they're like, oh, and then it feels like they're talking throughout the opening. Like, it's like, where did all the go?
Yeah.
That's like the only part I love about the opening is that part. And I gotta mention, I've seen 2 episodes of this, and I've debated, should I go back to this, Irvin?
I would say no.
I just love how you're like, I would say no.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Here's one thing. The reason why I stopped watching it, first of all, there were 2 reasons why. Tuesdays, when this came out, took the spot of Tangina Senpai, and I was like, no, you're a bad anime. You cannot compete with Tangina Senpai. Don't you agree, Irvin?
I mean, this one's worse for sure.
You think Sona Deska is worse than Tangina Senpai?
Yes. Yes, it is.
I didn't like the first episode. Was just weird how she grabbed the fish and blood all over. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I mean it's funny. They both have their weirdness to each anime.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I don't know how to explain it other than they're equally weird, but one is more ecchi, where the other one's weird, where the girl is just messed up.
Yeah. Oh, well, before we go on to Covecraft, I just realized that Given has 11 episodes, and from what I remember, it has 5 volumes of manga, which means, if you didn't know, 6 volumes take up 12 episodes. So Given's going to be caught up to its manga, or to its source material with 11 episodes. And this is really popular from what I heard. I said 7.83, but wow. That's interesting. We won't see Given for a little bit. Copcraft. There was only one thing that made me actually a little bit interested in the series, and I've never seen it. As you can tell, it's not like on my list or anything. And it looks like, that it reminds me of Gates. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's a different vibe for sure, but
I hate Gate. One of my friends loves Gate, and he always messes around with me. He's like, I know you hate Gate and everything, and I'm like, I tried it. I did try it, but I don't like it. I really don't like it. I hate the main character. I hate how it looks like it turns into a harem. It looks weird. It just looks like a real man. It looks like a man. And these 12-year-old girls love him.
This one's not like that though. This one's more like good cop, bad cop.
Really? I expected
Copcraft
Copcraft to be something just like Gate. I hated Gate because I'm like, these 12-year-olds in real life would not fall for an old man. Like this is. But if that's the case, I may check it out. I mean, it has magic, sci-fi, fantasy, action. Yeah, that's not bad actually. I never realized they had those genres. I expected fantasy and police, but I didn't expect. Actually, I probably should have expected action, but I never expected magic and sci-fi. That actually kind of seems really interesting. I've been starting to get into more sci-fi animes lately.
Yeah, this one's definitely a good one. I watched a few episodes on it. I'm trying to do the. I believe it's dubbed. I haven't gone dubbed, but I believe it's going to be dubbed. So I've been waiting to see.
Yeah, I'd watch the dub.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I've heard the opening before of Copcraft. I really don't remember it. Is it like memorable?
I don't remember it being memorable.
All right. Well, we kind of talked about Given. I really don't have anything to say about it since I'm not watching it. It's just a music anime and stuff.
Well, this one's more
Shonen AI.
Yeah. It's a yaoi type of anime. Yeah, it's a boy love.
You see, no, I'd watch Citrus. I need to watch Bloom Into You, but I'm just not really into guys and other guys and music and stuff. You can place it all. You can put the puzzle pieces together and know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, Genome. I freaking love this series. I need to catch up to it too. I remember one of my fans saying to stay away from this series because it reminds you of King's Game. I can see where they were coming from, but like what I mean by that is that they have to compete in games, but it's not like torture and anything. Everyone dies, but I love Genome. I really love it, and the main character is voiced. In the dub version, he's voiced by Deku, and I love it. It fits him perfectly.
Yeah, this one, I understand where your friend was coming from. But yeah, it definitely doesn't have that darkness to it. It's a little bit more lighthearted, to be honest.
Did I recommend Genome to you? Or maybe, I think it was someone else. No, it was on another chat. No.
Yeah, I watched this through Funimation.
Are you caught up on it?
No, I'm not completely caught up on it. This was one that I have in my back burner. I had high hopes for it because it kind of seemed like King's Game and it was going to be dark and all this and that. And it wasn't. And I didn't like that. So
I love how mysterious it is. I'm not sure. How many episodes have you seen?
I only watched 2. So yeah, I wanted more gore. I wanted more blood, stuff like that. It does not like that at all. And that's probably what I have in my back burner now.
I'm interested more into that blonde-haired chick that knows our main character really well. Oh my gosh, this series, the games are entertaining, and then it has some secrets to the characters that makes you want to find out, and it's really, this is why, some animes can be very slow, like this anime. I mean, I know this anime is actually adapting a lot faster than most animes, but it doesn't really feel like it, in my opinion. I mean, it's doing a game, and then it has, some of those things, an interesting game, and then it can go as slow as it wants with secrets of these characters, and they still don't get revealed out, and you're like, ooh, come on, reveal the secret to me, and you get, one step closer to trying to figure it out, and these characters are magnificent. I think, besides the main character being my favorite, I love the little girl, the girl with the short hair wearing the skirt. I think you see,
yeah.
I think, she's very cute, not in a weird way though, but, I loved her in episode 2 where she was, she liked, nurturing games and was raising the panda. That was funny. I loved it. I love her as a character. It's on episode 5 right now, and it'll be episode 6 this Sunday, so I've only seen 3 episodes, and I really need to catch up to it, because these characters are really, really fantastic, and it's been a while since I've seen a really huge cast like this, and I've liked a lot of them,
Yeah.
But there's this one part of the opening I just have to show you. Right here. Beat, and then it goes like I don't know. I just like how it kind of transitions to different beats and everything. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It got stuck in that beat, that part section got stuck in my head for a little bit. I remember watching one episode, but yeah, Genome is definitely something I really gotta recommend if you have not seen it. I love game animes. That's what got me into anime was video games, because when I was younger, I loved video games, and then I kind of gave video games up for anime but what got me into anime was video games, so I love game animes. I freaking love them, and when they come with a lovable cast and some great comedy and mystery, I just love it. I really do.
I mean, you don't have to choose one or the other. You can have both if you want it.
Yeah, that's true. Bem. I don't really care.
Yeah, I don't remember much about that one right now, actually. I watched it, I reviewed it, I don't remember it.
Okay, I gotta see if this is the same studio that did Daily Lives of High School Boy. It did High School DxD Season 4? Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't like High School DxD Season 4.
Whoa. And apparently, the anime is like on volume 12 or something out of 25, which means we'll probably get like 3-4 more seasons.
Dang.
I'm sorry, I tried High School DxD, and I did have a phase where I loved the first 3 episodes and the opening, but then one day I tried watching it again, and I just hated it. I don't know why, I hated it. Hey, what's up, Kivy Woods? Thanks for joining the stream, man, at 1:16.
Yeah.
We're gonna start wrapping this up, but going a little more quickly, but Josei Kaze, our Wasteful Days of High School Girls. I know I have this on my plan to watch. I've seen like 3 episodes of it. I don't know why I didn't update it. I'll update it later. But the opening. This is probably gonna be the last opening I will showcase. The others we'll quickly talk about. But Josei Kaze's. I mean, it kind of reminded me of Josei Kaze that aired last season. Which I really need to finish because I've seen 8 episodes of 12, and I freaking love that series for some reason. I don't know why, but there's this part, right here, and Josei Kaze's, where they're just like twirling around, and like it's just really catchy. KJK, okay, every day. Like it's just really cool. It's really chill beat. What do you think, Irvin?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good comedy.
I don't want to play that more.
For some reason, I prefer this one over the guy one, for whatever reason.
Well, that's because you like cute girls. I'm just joking.
Probably is why. I don't know. Their humor is, I don't know, makes me laugh more than...
Oh, it does.
Humor.
There's this one scene, which I'm pretty sure you've seen, where the main girl character's like, hey guys, can I tell you something, or did you know this? And she's like, we're at this again, Do you remember that part?
Yes.
Like, she always keeps, mentioning something. She's like, hey, can I tell you guys something? We're at this again. And best girl is definitely the girl with the 2 ponytails that wants to be a manga artist. Oh my god, I love her. I freaking love her. It's probably because she's a weeb like me. But I love her. Her voice. A lot of these girls sound like guys. Honestly, it's actually kind of funny though.
Yeah, I wonder who voiced them, but oh well.
I don't know. Grand Belm. I really have nothing to say about that.
Nope.
Machikado Mozuka, or the demon, or the devil that lives next, or the neighbor devil that lives next door. I don't know. I saw the first episode, thought it was very cute. Tried watching episode 2, didn't really like it. There's just too many animes this season. I can't keep up with them all, but it's a cute one.
It's a cute one. Yeah, it's one of those that you can easily just ignore.
It's definitely underrated, and its score definitely shows that it's actually not that bad with a 7.25.
Yeah, well, it's also airing in High Dive, so not a lot of people have High Dive to watch anime, so that's probably why.
Yeah. I don't know. That's really all I gotta say about it, but, I think the main girl definitely had a normal reaction to, why do I have ears? Why do I have a tail? And the mom's like, oh, that's simple.
Yeah, that's perfectly normal.
Yeah, that's normal. Don't worry about it. Like, you're supposed to take down a magical girl. Wait, what? And then the magical girl trains her. Oh my gosh, I remember that. I think it was in episode 2. The magical girl was training her, so they were jogging and everything. And then she's just trying. It's hard for her to keep up and everything. And then, of course, it shows her massive rack because she can't keep up and stuff. And that joke and fan service. And I don't like how they did that because she's a little girl.
Yeah.
But it was funny because then the girl says, why did we come out here again? And it's like 7 o'clock, and they met with each other like in the morning. They were jogging all day.
Yeah.
And they didn't even know why. Okay, but it's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I would recommend it as a pastime comedy, but probably not one.
I'd
It's
watch
not,
every
it's not
week.
top
Yeah,
five.
yeah, yeah. I think it's underrated. If you want to give something like a different magical girl kind of taste, besides like the over popular like Sailor Moon and other magical girl series like Precure and um, Aikatsu Friends or whatever it's called, but it's definitely different, and I'd recommend it for a different premise. And Symbol Stars, I really don't have anything to say about it since I don't really like boy idols.
Yeah.
uh, do you have any preference on Ensemble Stars you want to give us, Irvin, or do you just you
No,
don't want-
I actually did not see this one.
Yeah, neither did I. The new Boon Aga one. Everyone's been trying to stay away from this one because it has the word Nobunaga Sensei in it, and we all know what happened last season. I've watched 9 episodes of that series. I don't know why. We're almost done.
Yeah.
I really have nothing to say about Tri Knights or Yami Shiba. This fire anime, stay away from it, please. Please stay away from this fire bulky anime guy. I'm not sure if you see it.
I see it.
Please stay away from it. I saw the first episode. It's like 3-4 minutes per episode. Stay away. It's like borderline hentai, and I had to find that out the hard way. It doesn't even say hentai. It says ecchi. Ecchi could mean anything.
Huh.
I have not. Okay. I think this is probably going to be the last anime right here.
Okay.
It's called Restage Dream Days. I did drop it, as you can tell. It's actually a cute girl idol anime, actually, and some of those cute girl idol animes definitely get me. But I gotta mention Kate right here. Kate shared because she made a video about saying how Love Live kind of ruined all idol animes for her because Love Live's just the pinnacle. Like you can't top an idol anime that good, and when you go back to watching some other idol animes,
Yeah.
you just think of how good Love Live was, and it just doesn't compare. The girls are cute and everything, and it definitely has a unique story going around about how she joins and how they recruit members. And I definitely like the president who like wears this like kimono for some reason to school every day. Like it's not even her school uniform; she just wears it, and the teacher just doesn't care.
What?
I don't know. I don't know. She's the best character, but let's see. I mean, that's kind of all for this season. I mean, what do you think about Black Clover and Kimetsu no Yaiba, or Fruits Basket, or Carol and Tuesday if you're watching any of those 4 from last season?
I'm surprised Fruit Basket is still airing episodes. Hasn't really been talked about much.
Oh, it hasn't,
Really,
which is why I dropped it. Actually, I put Fruits Basket on hold because no one's really talking about it. Everyone was talking about the first 4 episodes, and you'll see that I have 4 episodes completed out of the 25 there.
that's about it. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when Fruits Basket was at its hype. It was at its peak. Everyone was talking about it. They loved it, and then one day no one was talking about it, and I just forgot about it. Like I forgot about it, and I was like, "Wait, that's still airing?" I was like, "I forgot about it."
Yeah. Demon Slayer and Black Clover's arcs right now are amazing.
Black Clover got confirmed that season 2 is going to be its last, and then it'll come back when the manga catches up. So poor Black Clover.
Yeah.
Poor
We're
Black
gonna
Clover.
miss it for sure.
We definitely are, yeah. It took me a while to get into Black Clover though, because I remember fall season of 2017. I didn't even know what Black Clover was. Like I didn't even know. I didn't care. And then later on, everyone's talking about Black Clover. I'm like, what's that? Oh, it's the new shonen. There's a new shonen?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, haven't you heard of the new big 3? And there's like controversy of it. Some people say it's like My Hero, Attack on Titan, and Black Clover. My opinion, I'd say it's Black Clover, My Hero, and Promised Neverland. But then Dr. Stone and Fire Force came out, and I'm like, I think Promised Neverland has to be replaced with Dr. Stone. I hear more about Dr. Stone than Kimetsu no Yaiba, and those are the 2 I had to debate on if I would put it in the big 3. I think Dr. Stone's more talked about than Kimetsu no Yaiba.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
And here's the thing, Promised Neverland and Kimetsu no Yaiba are both on their final arcs in the manga. I'm not sure if you knew that.
Yeah. I knew that.
Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba and Promised Neverland are on their final arcs for the manga, so I don't know if you'd really call it, it kind of is late. So I'd say Dr. Stone would definitely need to be replaced with it, since its manga is definitely far from ending, and we know they were the big three because they were huge, extremely popular, talked about the most. The mangas were still
and they're lengthy. They're animes that you can sit down and watch hundreds and hundreds of episodes.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of these are not that huge.
So I guess
Demon Slayer is gonna end up maybe having 2 or 3 seasons and it'll be over. As well as the
Promised Neverland, yeah.
They'll have about 3 or 4 seasons and they'll be over.
Yeah, and then Fairy Tail's ending this season too, so yeah, Fairy Tail's gone. Like, oh my gosh, all these shows are gone, man. You know what I mean? All these like popular shows are gone. I remember when Fairy Tail, Naruto was talked about. They're all gone. Like,
they're done.
And we're getting replaced with Dr. Stone, Fire Force, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Promised Neverland, and don't get me wrong, they're great series. I'm just waiting for Kimetsu no Yaiba or Demon Slayer to air on Toonami, which is airing this fall. It's probably going to take the place of Dragon Ball Super, and I hope it gets the views it deserves, like Dragon Ball did, but it's probably not, and it's going to be sad because it deserves better. Kimetsu no Yaiba definitely deserves hype. Like,
yeah, it does.
I don't know. To wrap things up, I gotta say that animes opening seasons and the ones I'm watching this season that I'm probably going to keep continuing are going to be Dr. Stone, Fire Force on Toonami, Arifureta. Maybe the Mother Isekai. I'm giving it one more episode, but depends. Tangina Senpai. And Gino. And the Wasteful Days of High School Girls. I mean, I gotta say that lately, the only animes I've been caught up on lately are Dr. Stone, Arifureta, and Tangina Senpai, and the Mother Isekai. Those have been the only 4 I've really kept up with this season. Well, I mean, Fire Force, but that's on Toonami, and it's like, I'm caught up on it on TV-wise, but, like, with everyone else, it's been Dr. Stone, Arifureta, Tangina, and the Mother Isekai. It's really been it. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, is there something good that you think I should add?
No, I think those are probably good.
Besides the Dumbell, that's really the only thing I feel like it's worth.
I would give Kanata no Astra, the space one, a try.
Everyone keeps telling me that. They say it's so underrated and it's not talked about, which is the reason why I barely started it, because it's barely talked about.
Yeah, and the Copcraft probably also you need to try it a little bit.
Hey, if that's something you want to do, some video reactions on your channel, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Copcraft, maybe we can divide Astra and Space into 2, parts, since it's an hour long. I don't know if you would be willing up for this, but maybe this December when I come back onto YouTube and get things situated in college, I really want a buddy to watch Tagina-san too, because long story short, I watched this with my ex, and I've already stated this in a video, but now I'm kind of soloing it, and I think a buddy, would be pretty cool,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of soloing this round, and it just doesn't really feel the same without, kind of watching it with a best friend or something like that, I really love it. I love Tagi-san. I really love it, and it sucks that I can't watch it legally, So any final thoughts you have about this, Irvin?
No, man, I mean, obviously we talked about our opinions, but you just know that they're all obviously our opinions. So even if there's a low score on my anime list or any other websites that do scorings on anime, just watch what you want to watch. Obviously, what Arceus is watching compared to what I'm watching are two different things, and that's okay. I mean, you can like the anime for other purposes. We ourselves have our opinions and what we like, don't like. So I hope this video helped in some way to just at least figure out what's out there this season. But we're basically halfway the season.
We are.
It's amazing. We're downhill now.
I know. If one last thing though, if I have to recommend 3 animes to watch out of these, I gotta say Fire Force at my number 1 right here, Dr. Stone, and if we're not counting Takagi-san, I gotta say Arifureta. I gotta say those 3 because, and then maybe as a guilty pleasure, the Dumbell anime, which I know a lot of people are watching that, but I gotta say, just go with the, the overhyped ones right here, because I really don't think you guys are missing anything out of Tangina Senpai, Isekai Cheat Magician. Maybe the Mother one, if you want to give an episode, but it's definitely not, like, something you need to watch or something. But, and really everything that's after Astra, Lost in Space, is just mediocre. I mean, I love, or Wasteful Days of High School Girls and Genome, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I love high school animes and games, but yeah, I'd say those 3. What would you say, Irvin?
Yeah, Dr. Stone, probably number 1. That's new, I guess you're talking about, not second seasons or continuing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dr. Stone for sure will be number 1, and then I myself have enjoyed quite a bit Copcraft. So that would be number 2, and then I would say Arifureta is pretty good too. I'll recommend that one as well.
Yeah.
Hey, I caught myself watching less and less anime this season, just because there's other stuff that I'm doing on my channel, not just anime now. It's anime related, but not just anime current season.
Hey, I've been starting
anime,
to.
So anyways,
I've been starting to read
that's
some.
Kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah. Sorry, I've been starting to read some manga lately, just like to know what I'm getting into before I watch the anime.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Arifureta is really not that bad. I mean, I'm not sure if you were here with the episode 5 reaction.
Yes.
It has some really magnificent episodes, and then it just has some episodes that are just like, well, it's just normal anime. You'll have 1 or 2 of these, and I don't know what to say about the recent episode. It was the bath, that was so bad. One thing I liked about it, though, I'm not sure if you got or if you saw that, remember the part, but it was at the end of the episode. I think it was at the end of the episode. It may have been in the middle, but because they saw the hot spring in the beginning of the episode. But pretty sure it was at the end of the episode, and the guy's soaking in the sauna, and I'm like reacting. I'm like, oh my gosh, the girl's gonna come in, isn't she? And as you know it, she walks in, and I just love the guy's reaction. He doesn't act like any other main character, in a harem or any scenes like that. He's like, I thought I told you not to come in. And she's like, you like this. And he's like, no, I'm getting out of the bath right now. Thank you. Thank you for acting different.
Yeah, for real.
If there's one thing I could ask you, Irvin, I want to ask you one question about the fall season 2019. If before we close this, What do you think of all the sequels coming out next season? There are a lot.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of them. I mean, there's Boku no Hero, there's Sword Art Online, there's Food Wars, there's um, what else? There's Goblin Slayer, right? High Score Girl, which won't air in Netflix till later on, as well as
The Harem Shonen.
the Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh yeah.
Psychopath is having a second season, I believe.
The Harem Shonen. Boku Tachi.
Konote Tomare, I believe is what it is.
Oh yeah, that music anime from like spring season. Spring, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of amazing that they're doing it so fast already.
They're doing Fire Force season 2, or not Fire Force. Very Gone. I don't know why I confused those two.
Yeah, so all of them are getting a second season. That's quite a bit of them. I mean, other than I'm excited for them, I say there's obviously the excitement of, yay, they're coming back, but also the whole fact that if you haven't seen the first season, then you have to be watching it right now.
Yep.
Because then you're going to be behind.
Hey, I can't watch Food Wars Season 4 or Seven Deadly Sins Season 3 because I'm still on Season 1 of Food Wars on Toonami, and it's going to probably be over a year till I'll see Season 4. And then again, I've heard things about Food Wars getting worse and worse as time goes on, so I don't know. And then Seven Deadly, I've only seen the first season. I still need to see that 4-episode side season and then Season 2, so
yeah. Well, the 4 episode wasn't really a side season. It was OVAs.
Oh, it was? Oh, I thought I needed to watch it. I know for sure I'll be watching My Hero and Sword Art Online. I do not want spoilers for those, so I'm definitely going to make sure I keep up with those two. Those will probably be like the Fire Force and Dr. Stone. I'll make sure to keep up with them no matter what.
Yeah, I'll watch Boku no Hero for sure.
What about Sword Art Online?
What?
What about Sword Art Online?
No, not thank you.
Are you going to watch Food Wars or Seven Deadly or Psychopaths?
Seven Deadly I will. High Score Girl as well. But they're not going to air in Netflix till next year.
So you'll probably only be watching My Hero and probably some of the new animes that come out, right?
Yeah, and Goblin Slayer. I think Goblin Slayer comes out this next season too.
I think so, yeah. Let me check. You mean the second season or the movie?
I believe the second season.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm just trying to find it. I'm going from the bottom to the top. Well, Ari Fredeta's getting 2 specials. That's interesting. And so is Yuno. That's getting 1 special. Star Twinkle's getting a movie. Lupin the Third's getting a movie. That'll be pretty cool. I'm starting to get into Lupin the Third. Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh! You know the good thing about Lupin the Third is that you don't have to watch the seasons in order. Like each part is a different like side story.
Cool.
So yeah, why is the underwear or looking at the disgusting underwear getting a season 2? If you, I want you to make a disgusting face while wearing. I'll show you my underwear. Oh my gosh. Why?
No idea.
Oh my gosh. I remember someone told me to check it out as a joke, and I knew nothing about this, and I didn't even know what the heck the title was. They were like, just look at Iya na Kaio Sora, and they were telling me it was about cute girls and everything, and it was only like 5 minutes an episode, so I was like, okay. And I saw the first episode, I go back to my friend, I'm like, why? Why did you recommend me this? Alright, I don't really see Goblin Slayer on here. Maybe they'll update it later, but I know it is getting a season 2.
Yeah.
I know I'm definitely going to watch Ore wo Suka Nano wa Ome. It's this manga I've caught up on. It's so good. And I highly recommend it to you, Irvin. It's really good. And I just can't wait for my first manga that I read is actually getting an anime. Like, that's the first time. I'm really excited for it, and I hope it doesn't let me down. And there's a lot of isekais, famous isekais coming out this season that I might check out. One being The Hero is Invincible but Too Cautious by White Fox. And White Fox does some pretty good isekais. They did Shield Hero, they did ReZero, they did what else did they do? Goblin Slayer. They did the the devil who went into the real world. It's like if it'll load. It's like, when Satan goes into the devil is a part-timer. Yeah. So they're known for some pretty good isekais. So I'm gonna check that out. And then there's one other isekai I want to check, or yeah, two other ones. One is called So I'm a Spider, So What, or So What I'm a Spider. I heard it's my friend's favorite isekai light novel. It's about this girl who gets transported in, and she's a spider, an overpowered spider. That sounds actually really cool, but stupid, but really cool.
Yeah.
And then one of my favorite anime studios, Project Number 9, because they did And You Thought There Was Never a Girl Online. I love this studio because they did that. And it's doing another isekai, so I have faith that they will adapt it pretty well. And that's probably all. I mean, My Hero, Sword Online, and just a couple of those isekais, probably like 5 of them, because I definitely want to catch up on Ruby and a lot of Toonami stuff. So fall season's definitely going to be a little bit light for me. A lot of other people are going to be catching up on. Like, I mean, just imagine all those people watching My Hero, SAO, Food War, Psycho-Pass, Seven Deadly, Boku Tachi, High School Girl, High Score Girl, and Radiant is getting a second season, and Fairy Gun. Just all these season 2s, like, I just can't imagine doing that. I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. I've been, keeping Irvin from going to bed, so I'm sorry about that, Irvin.
You're good.
Anyway, guys, I just got to wrap this up. Thank you, Irvin, for being here and talking about these anime openings and this season and a little bit of next season. I am starting to get very busy now. I'm extremely confident this is going to be my final video I will be able to do. I will let you know, Irvin, if I will be able to do any, podcasts or live streams together or, with you. So
Yeah.
I'll definitely be in touch with you because I always have my phone on me and everything. If you guys want to know where I will be, since I won't be uploading for the next couple of months, I suggest you go subscribe to Otaku R&R's channel. Get him to that 2,500 goal. He really wants it. And he does a lot of reviews, like, manga reviews, does seasonal anime stuff, gives first impressions, and he does a lot of great stuff. I definitely recommend his channel. He's definitely, I gotta say thank you for helping me grow, because you were one of the first people that, reached out to me and saw some of my videos, and we became closer through that. So, he's helped me a lot. So I think the least you could do is subscribe to him, like his videos, comment down, and be part of his giveaways, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
thanks for having me here in this video.
Of course. That's all I have to say. Is there anything you have to say, Irvin, before we end this?
No. I think you set it off. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Yeah, make sure you guys have a good night and keep watching some more anime.
Yeah, make sure you keep watching some more anime. And, this Arceus Rules signing off. Hope to see you guys next time. And, subscribe to Otaku R&R. See you guys.
Thanks.